on today's Wrestling Explosion, the team of Big Jim Hofarth and Gary Jackson. The great one, Gary Jackson, currently in the ring in the green and yellow. And they are opposing the team of Waco and Daniel Gunner, led by Big Daddy in the orange on the outside of the ring. We saw Big Daddy at the conclusion of our last match, and it looked like he was checking on Johnny Blade. So you always have to keep an eye on Big Daddy, as he's always looking to expand his roster and add to his stable. Very tremendous opening exchange. Gary Jackson and Daniel Gunner not showing of the fundamentals. Gunner going for a tag to his partner Waco. Waco having no part of it. It's a rather interesting pairing. Recently we've seen Daniel Gunner on the wrong end of Brandon Espinosa's attacks. And actually, on this occasion, it was supposed to be Waco teaming up with Brandon Espinosa. Brandon Espinosa decided this match was beneath him, was not interested in taking on Big Jim and Gary Jackson, leaving Waco without a partner. Daniel Gunner, although probably wouldn't have chosen Waco, Daniel Gunner is always ready to fight, and he shows up ready to wrestle. So he actually took Brandon Espinosa's spot, but there you saw Waco finally waiting to tag in to when Daniel Gunner had this match under control. Waco kind of swooping in, stealing the credit for Gunner's work here. Folks, as I was talking earlier about our huge show in Swansea, we're looking at one half of a tag team, that will be inside a steel cage in Swansea, as Gary Jackson will be teaming up with Ron Powers to go into battle, to go into war against Travis Cook's army of Attila Khan, the Mongolian monster, and Brandon Espinosa. Folks, it's a tag team match. Oh, Gary Jackson, nice cross body block. Waco getting out of there at 2. That's a match that's going to be talked about for many, many years, folks. Just a match with 4 athletes of that caliber would be huge. As huge as Big Jim and the blows that he's raining down. Look at that clothesline from Big Jim, the winner of this year's Bruiser Brody Memorial Battle Royal. But folks, in Swansea, November the 5th, Gary Jackson will team up with Ron Powers to take on Attila Khan and Brandon Espinosa. As I said, it will be inside a steel cage. It will be 2 out of 3 falls. And it's a tornado tag team match, which means all 4 combatants will be able to fight simultaneously. Partners will not have to tag in and out in a tornado tag team match. It's just gang warfare inside of a steel cage. And you heard what Curtis Wilde had to say before this matchup, folks. You have to wonder, is he going to have an attitude adjustment when he's face to face with Lord knows how many lumberjacks that are going to be surrounding the ring should Curtis Wilde try to get out of Dodge against the Iron Man Ken Casa. And for that sake, if Ken Casa exits the ring, the firefighters need to do what they need to do to get the Iron Man back in there as well. Although it's hard to imagine the Iron Man Casa trying to get out of the ring, roll away from a fight. But stranger things have happened. That's why you have to be there this Saturday, November the 5th in Swansea, Illinois, in the Swansea Firehouse. Big kudos to Daniel Gunner who's not only been going toe-to-toe with the Night Train, Gary Jackson, but he was getting the one-up over Jackson on several occasions in this matchup. Daniel Gunner, even though he's been sort of without a partner, although he does have Waco in his corner, they certainly are not on the same page. Oh, man, those huge chops from Big Jim Hofarth. Following it up with a hip toss. Oh. It looked like he was looking to follow up with something on Daniel Gunner. Daniel Gunner with the ring awareness to roll out of the way, throwing off whatever Big Jim's plans were, but Big Jim staying right on top of Gunner and just sending him crashing to the mat. Oh, here's the thing about Daniel Gunner. Whenever he's injured, whenever he's out of oxygen or energy, he's certainly not out of fight. Look at Waco. Spending time jaw-jacking with the fans, telling the little girl to sit down and shut her mouth when he should be in his corner, supporting his partner. There's Big Jim making Waco probably wish he would have stayed in his corner. You got to give kudos to Gunner. His spirit never breaks. The fight never leaves this man. Here you see, there's Gunner looking to make the tag. Let's see if Waco, there you go. There for the first time, Waco actually tagging out to Gunner. Very nice. And see what happens when a tag team is on the same page. These two men with the double clothesline on Gary Jackson. Very good. In and out. Quick tags. If they could have been doing this from the beginning of the matchup, you have to imagine Gunner wouldn't have been taking so much punishment. They're saying, let's do it one more time. Going for third time's a charm, sending Gary Jackson into the ropes. Gary Jackson scouting out that attempt. Oh! Very nice. Gunner was able to stay one step ahead of Gary Jackson, but amidst all of that chaos, Waco took an inadvertent boot from Gunner. There's the Night Train rolling up Gunner, and he got it. The Night Train.